This is Sparta!
Well. Welcome in to another Saturday live stream, everybody, from coast to coast, from sea to shining sea. It's 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time here in the Spyderco capital of the world. And no, it is not Taichung, Taiwan. Well, how the hell are you? Shout it out in the chat. How was your week? Did you have a good week? Did you get everything done today that you promised yourself you would? I did not. I did not. I knew it was going to happen, guys. Like every week I get to the end of my week and I'm like, finally, time to focus on other things. And then I just don't. You get busy. This last week has been one hell of a week for me. But we get to take a break from that because it's the live stream. Question of the day. What is, in fact, the best Spyderco replacement clip? This was a question posed in the Only Spartans Discord. Shout out to all the Spartans out there, all the channel members, especially the new ones, taking advantage of that 99-cent channel membership. Are you kidding me? 99 cents? I remember when I could buy stuff for 99 cents. It was like 30 years ago. Not a lot you can get for 99 cents these days, but if you would like, you can become a Spartan, or rather a recruit for 99 cents. Try it out. Come join us in the Only Spartans Discord. If you want to be there, you can be there. And that's what I was trying to achieve when I found out that I could lower the price of the membership. The barrier for entry can get no lower. It can get no lower. And even if it does, even if YouTube's like, oh yeah, what do you think about 1 cent memberships? Like, no, look, 99 cents. It's as low as it's ever going to go. If you want to be a member, you can be a member. Guys, what did I carry today? The most serious of topics. I carried 2 knives. First of all, this gorgeous knife right here. This is the brand new Vosted Psyop. This is one of the new versions. I've already shown the one in the Norplex micarta. That one's awesome too. Really good action on that one. This one is in the Arctic Storm Fat Carbon. It's their latest release variant of a premium version of this knife, and it's so good. All the updates that I love about the micarta Psyop happened here. This one just happens to have more premium handle skills, you know, like, and I'm not generally speaking an Arctic Storm Fat Carbon fiber guy, but the way that they were able to machine this, it is easily the best Arctic Storm Fat Carbon that I've experienced in recent history. Oh, that was bad. That was my fault. There we go. Guys, what was in your pocket? If you're a channel member, shoot it over to the Only Spartans Discord. We'll get to that. If you're not a channel member, shoot it in the chat or do both. Let's talk about it. What did you carry? What are you excited about? I truly want to see what people respond. I know that a lot of people are going to be like, it's MXG for the best Spyderco replacement clip, or they're going to say it's Lynch Northwest. Aside from MXG and Lynch Northwest, what other ones are there? Because I think that we've grown comfortable with the idea that, you know, you just go over there and you know you're going to find a clip that you like. But what else is out there? I've got a couple in mind that we'll talk about for sure. Some of you guys aren't Spyderco fans at all, and you're like, I don't care. I want my groceries to stop costing an arm and a leg. Either way, let's go ahead and say hi to the good people in the chat. Shout out to Mr. Henry G, which, at least by my accounting, is the first person in the chat. Thanks for being a channel member. Welcome into Marco. Welcome into Bluetooth Blades. Thanks for being a channel member. Charles Wooden in the house. Good to see you, Charles. A Wicked Dream Design says, aloha, everyone. Happy weekend. Lice, laugh, love. Is that a typo or is that on purpose? Is it lice, laugh, love or live, laugh, love? Good to see you, man. Welcome into Mike and Ike's EDC, another channel member in the house. Let's go. Hey, look at that, Marco. Thank you for joining the membership, man. Welcome in. Congrats on becoming a Spartan yet again. Welcome into Addicted to Blades, another channel member in the house. Good to see you. Level on up. What's up, dude? Anthony Kitchen in the house says, hello, Rollshambo and fellow front stabbers. I only stab in the front. It's the only way. They will look in my eyes. I don't know where I was going with that. Welcome into B Shady. What's up, B? Let's go. Ain't what it ain't. Good to see you, man. Thank you for being one of the longest standing channel members. You might notice that his badge is a little bit different. I forget what I set that to, but it's got to be at least a 2-year membership to have that specific badge with the laurels underneath. I thought it was cool. We've got a badge change at 1 year, and we've got a badge change at 2 years. I think I'm going to set one for 6 months. I still need to come up with those. 818 says best replacement for a Spidey got to be Lynch Northwest. I like Lynch Northwest quite a lot. In fact, I've got a ton of their clips. I don't like all of them. I love the one that I have on my Nooms on. I like the one that I've got on my Para 3. Their deep carry clips for some reason just don't do it for me. Let's go. Welcome into Vivelski. Thanks for being a channel member. We've got hold on, David V in the house. What's up, Dave? Let's go. Greg Vanderlip. What's up, bro? What's up, Greg? Good to see you, man. Hold on. Lone Star Cowboy in the house. He says carry today is the Cold Steel Mini Tanso 4-inch fixed blade and the Smoky Mountain Knife Works exclusive CRKT minimalist buoy in D2, a necker and a wrecker. This is the way. I've never really got into neck knives. Neck knives are one of those facets of the hobby where like I already wear something around my neck, you know, like I got my memorabilia right there. So for me, neck knives have never really been something that I've considered, but I know that there's actually a whole lot of reason why someone would choose that over maybe something on the belt or something in the pocket. Interesting. What's up, Mr. Eddie? Good to see you, brother. Welcome into Gizmalian. He says East Coast. West Coast? East Coast. What are we talking about here? B Shady says yes, but can we talk about U.S. Postal Service and them not doing oh man, the mail. What the hell is going on with the mail? If you ask a group of 10 people in the knife community right now how their shipping is going, you're going to get a variety of answers. A lot of people are experiencing issues, and here's the thing, what I've discovered is it doesn't matter who you're shipping through. The only carrier, or courier, I guess I should say, that I haven't heard anything bad about recently has been FedEx. And I think that's just because most people don't use them. But UPS, US Postal Service, people are having issues, man. That is no joke. No joke at all. So what's in your pocket says, I'm a Lynch Northwest clip kind of guy. I like their new modular clips, and those are hit or miss with a lot of people. Some people say, no, hell no, I don't like them. I really like them. I've got them on my Para 3, and I've got it on my Neutron 2, the Liner Lock Neutron 2, and I like them. They work really well, and they don't look half bad, at least in my opinion. I also really like the Lynch Northwest clip that I put on the Zon. Again, fantastic clip. Fantastic. Welcome into Chad K. Says happy Saturday. Hope you're having a great weekend. It's fantastic so far because I am not working. I did work a half day today, so I'm tired. Every Saturday, like every month, I have one Saturday where I still do my regular day job for half the day. It crushes my soul just a little bit more each time. Anyways, welcome into Ed B. He says, is Roll old enough to remember 30 years ago? I'm too old to remember 30 years ago. Dude, yeah. It's because I don't grow the facial hair that well. You know, I still get carded. You know, go to buy a bottle of wine, you know, to have a good time, have a nice dinner. I still get carded. It's because I always wear the hat and I don't grow facial hair that well. You know, if my facial hair acted its age, it might be different. Forever baby faced, I'll take it. Welcome into Gas Station Knives, and shout out to Jim Miller for the 5 gifted memberships. Jim, thank you. Guys, Spartan kick the like button for Jim. Do it and let you two know that we're live, man. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot to pop the viewer count up on the screen. There it is. Congrats to the new and, in some cases, returning Spartans. We got B Shady, What's in Your Pocket, Mr. Eddie, Great Lake, Derelict, and Stephen M., who all were the beneficiaries of that awesome gifted membership from Jim Miller. Thanks again, Jim, and congrats to the new and returning Spartans. Welcome into Knives and Gear Insight. Good to see you. Knife Nut 69 in the house. What's up, man? And here we go. Shout out to Addicted to Blades for being a Spartan for 1 month. Thank you so much for the support, man. Definitely appreciate it. Hold on. I am far behind on the chat. Gas Station Knife says, carbon fiber has come a long way. Saw a new Wii knife model that had the old school checkered style carbon fiber. Looks cheap. The basket weave style? I was thinking about that the other day. It really depends. The more texturized it is, the less cheap it feels. What's a good example of this? You know what? Hold on. I've got a good example. This is the Framelock Neutron 2. And it has texturized carbon fiber. And it's not like a stick-on sticker or whatever. It is carbon fiber all the way through. I don't know, they call that like 50K carbon fiber or something. It doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't look cheap. The more texture carbon fiber has, the less cheap it looks and feels. Granted, it's come a very long way. It's come a very long way. I agree with you, because this looks... Oh. Yeah, I like that a lot. I haven't done a video on this version. I did a video on the micarta version. Didn't do a video on this one. I refuse to do another review of a Vosteed Psyop now that so this will appear in a future video, but it won't be just a regular review. We'll do a different type of or style of video to include this in. I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing me talk about how much I love the Vosteed Psyop. Jim, welcome in. He says, I carried a tenable Wraith L today. I like some things about it, but it needs work on other things. I don't know what I want next until I see it. You know, I've got a knife in hand, and I'm going to do something that I try not to do this, because every time I show a knife before I'm about to make content for it, the video always tanks. But Jim, I got something for you, man. And I think you're going to like it. This right here is the new Geoknife Ethereal. And I'm going to tell you right now, without giving away my review on it, there's a lot to love here. There's a lot to love here. I'm not the biggest crossbar knife fan. I'll tell you right now, I would take this over a Kaiser Drop Bear 7 days a week and twice on Sunday. So if you're looking for the next one, Jim, keep your eyes peeled for my review on this guy right here. This is truly impressive. And that's all I'm going to say, because I don't want to give away the whole video just yet. But keep your eyes peeled for that. The Geoknife Ethereal. David V says Lynch Northwest is one of the best ones I've personally had. When it comes to deep carry clips, I personally prefer the MXG spoon clip. I do. I really do. It is... like, I like it so much I bought it like 10 times. This is the MXG spoon clip. I've got it on my original Spyderco smock with the smock scales. I like the way it looks. It feels good in the hand. You know, if Spyderco made their clip like this, then I would never ever change it, because this is one of those clips that is great for everyday carry. It makes a knife that normally sticks way out of your pocket. It makes it deep carry, good retention, slides in and out easily. You know, some people like that. Doesn't mess with the ergos, and I feel like, aesthetically speaking, it fits with most of the Spydercos. The exception to that is like the Manix 2. I do not like this on the Manix 2 because it pops up and juts out and it looks weird because of the placement on the Manix 2 of where the clip screw hole patterns are. But for like the paramilitary 2, the para 3, the smock, this is a perfect clip in my opinion. But the question that was asked by Spartan B Devious was, not counting Lynch Northwest or MXG, what are some good options? We're gonna get into it. I've got a couple suggestions to look at. Ain't what it ain't says not on the Discord, but small Sabenza all day. I really want to try the Kraken. Lynch Northwest definitely wins. I have an RGT. It's very nice. Lynch Northwest wins though. Rips Garage Tech quietly releases some cool hardware. I say quietly because I see 1,000,001 Lynch Northwest clips and MXG clips and even a lot of Metin Boss clips. Flytanium, of course. You got the Etsy clips. But you don't hear a whole lot about Rips Garage Tech. They quietly release a lot of really cool hardware. Lone Star says, enjoy watching knife reviewers show a Balisong with no idea how it works. That's me. I'll raise my hand. But at least I was honest about it. I had a Balisong trainer company reach out and they're like, hey, do you want to check out some of our stuff? I'm like, yes. I know a few very, very minor pedestrian level Balisong flipping tricks. I can't string them together to save my life, but it is fun. So there's two sides to Balisongs. There's the martial arts side, the self-defense side, you know, that is one thing. And then there's the flipping world, which I've had conversations with other people in the knife community, and they act like Balisong flippers, like just the ones that purely for the sport of Balisong flipping, like they're that one cousin that you hide in the basement whenever you have company over. I'm like, it's not that weird. It's cool. It's cool. Look, I can find ways to appreciate everything. But apparently some people have really big opinions about that. So it's like cleaning a litter box and being told it's a Zen garden. Hey, you know what? However you find it, man. However you find that piece, that inner piece. For me, it's knife sharpening. I gain an immense amount of pleasure and peace when I sharpen my kitchen knives, my cheap kitchen knives by hand. Like Chicago Cutlery, $10-15 at Target. Laser beam slicing through tomatoes. It's great. It's great when it's sharp and cheap and it doesn't matter. You don't want to use high quality stones when you do that though, because you just clog them up with a whole lot of carbon steel really quickly. But they're easy to sharpen, and sharpening my kitchen knives brings me a lot of peace. That's how I find my Zen, which, I mean, you know, given that they're cheap kitchen knives and cheap sharpening stone, it's kind of like cleaning a litter box and telling them it's a Zen garden. So there's that. Anyways, what's in your pocket? Thank you for being a channel member. His carry today is an XM18 non-flipper. Flipper delete. I like it. I like it. Welcome into Al Qasimi. Is that all can see me? Is that a play on words type of name? I have to know now. I really do. Hold on. Hey, there he is. What's up, Sever? Good to see you, man. Wicked Dream Designs in the house. Again. Jim says, not a neck knife fan. I've never tried it. I try to be open-minded about things that I haven't experienced, because sometimes you can just talk yourself out of something that you end up really enjoying. It's just, I feel like it would be kind of weird carrying a neck, like I would feel the weight. Maybe. Ian Coates, what's up, Ian? Says, popping in to say my laptop died and I'm on my phone. Don't fire me as mod boss. I'll be back. No one's firing anybody. I'm not Doge. I'm not cleaning house. Coates is here to stay. Well, at least he will be once his power comes back on. It's good to see you, Ian. Thanks for dropping by, man. Hope everything is fine where you are. Welcome into Tom Cook. He says, been wearing the Lander 4 as a neck knife lately. Quick access to grab and easy to put away. Nice. I am not very well coordinated. I would probably stab myself on accident. Knives and Gear says, U.S. Postal Service only has issues with their ground shipping. Priority still works fine. I haven't had any issues with their priority lately. And I've been telling people, you know what, go for priority. But then people in the Only Spartans Discord were like, nope, having issues with that too. Jinxed it. I jinxed it. Welcome into Vivelsky. What's up, man? Thanks for being a channel member. He says, I just put the Lynch Northwest Modular V3 on the smock and it looks good. I believe it. I love the new Lynch Northwest Modular clips. I think they're doing some great work there. I've showed them during the live stream several times. Some people just don't like them, and that's fine. You'll never win an argument with someone over aesthetics, because that's a very personalized thing. I like it so much I've bought it twice. For the Neutron 2 and for my Para 3, and I think that the Para 3 version fits a bit better. On the Neutron 2, it sticks out a little bit. I'm okay with it. I like it. I wouldn't change back to the stock clip, but I do feel like it sits a little tall off the scales. But I love it on my Para 3. It fits really well on that one. Ian says, I'm going all in on Apple and getting an M4 Pro MacBook Pro. Hey, congrats, man. I'm not a Mac guy. I'm a PC guy. Android phone, like, don't judge me, okay? I'm not going to be in the whole blue bubble, green bubble conversation. Ed B says, that's because he is Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Don't. You know how many comments I've gotten over the last 3 years? If I do a search in my channel analytics page, if I do a search for comments, because I can do that, where I just type in Joseph Gordon-Levitt, there's like somewhere in the realm of like 5 to 7 different comments of people saying that I look like Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I don't see it, but I suppose there's worse people to be compared against. Ian says, I feel bad for everyone that missed out on a tall boy. It's one hell of a knife. I love it. It was one of my favorite knives last year for a reason. It's such a great design. It kind of feels, the blade shape and the lock kind of remind me, they're very Cortex XL-esque. Like, I'm not saying that it's a copy or that it looks like they were trying to copy that, because they didn't. But I get those kinds of vibes. It's just really well made. Jim says, what was that on the smock? Hold on. On this one, this is the MXG deep carry clip. People call it the spoon clip. It's titanium, deep carry. It makes it perfect. It, like, this makes a knife that normally sticks this much out of the pocket. It makes it sit flush with the edge of your pocket. Ergos are good. It's simple. It looks good, feels good in the hand, performs well, great retention. I love it. I've got several of these. I've got several of these. Love them. Absolutely. Knives and Gear Insight says, Rollshambo, how is the heat treat on the Geo knife? I don't want to give away the review just yet. Oh, what the hell. So, something that I'm really excited about. And keep in mind, I don't have an HRC indenter tester. But GeoKnife is extremely specific on their details page. So everyone knows that I have a great deal of love and respect for Kubi because they do a vacuum plus cryo treat. on their steels, on their blade steels, and it allows them to get nice, hard steel. We want hard steel, baby. And GeoKnife reports that they also do a vacuum plus cryo treat. This is an M390 blade, and they're reporting, I want to say it's between like 60 to 62, or maybe it's 61 to 62, which is completely understandable, because if they are in fact doing what they are saying that they're doing, and there's very few companies, like, here's the thing, because a lot of people might come out of the shadows and say, oh, well, you know, like, they can claim whatever, but until you test it, you don't know. And that's true. There is some credence to that. However, there's also a trend where when companies don't want you to know what their Rockwell hardness is, they just won't list it. They don't go through the trouble of going, this is our process and we use this specific process. However, when companies spend the extra time and money to use a process that is more expensive, they like to talk about it because it's something that they spend money on and they want people to know. So when I see on their page that this is a vacuum plus cryo treat on their M390, I get really excited. I do. And some people will say, well, Rollshambo, what does it matter? Can you really tell the difference? Knife sharpeners can tell the difference. The steel just feels different. People that use the knives can tell the difference because the edge lasts longer. But more importantly, what I've found is that people care about the capabilities of their things. Think about it like this. Let's say that you own a Lamborghini Huracan, a supercar. Cool car, sexy car. You might never take it to its you might never drive that car to its max. You might never reach its speed, the top end of what it's capable of. You might never take it to a racetrack, but you still like knowing what it's capable of. Now imagine that the Californian government got their greasy, dirty mitts on it and they put in a performance limiter and they left it on eco mode. It would bother you, right? It's still the same car. You're never going to take it to that top end, but it would still bother you knowing that your super sports car was locked in eco mode. Random rant, but that's exactly where I'm going with this. Like that's why people who might never hard use their knives enough for it to really make a difference. People like knowing what their stuff is capable of. I know I do. And that's what it boils down to for me. So there is a very high likelihood, based off of what I was reading on their website, that this is in fact what they say it is. M390. I want to say it's 60 to 62. Keep your eyes peeled for the review, guys. It's going to be a good one. Really impressed with that knife. David says, Ed Durbin, the knife you put in the Discord on Wednesday, was that a Marfione custom? No, that is a clone. It's a really good looking clone though. Hey, thanks for dropping by anyways, man. It says, children cutting this short, still love the channel. Rolly, keep kicking ass. Thanks, dude.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
We'll catch you on the next one. I am so far behind. I'm just going to let the chat jump. Blue Minotti Ninja.
Certified badass.
I used the right one for once. Thank you for being a channel member for 16 months. Thank you so much, Blue. Welcome in. Good to see you, of course, as always. It says, but look on the Discord, you can see a side-by-side. We'll get to the Discord here in a second. Saver7 says, Rollshambo looked at GeoKnives website and they have a wicked Tanto version coming out. They've got a lot of really cool stuff. I'm a big fan of their clip point. Jim Miller says, thanks, Roll. The only thing stock on mine is that clip. If you like the clip, then you like the clip. Pocket clips are a very personalized thing. You know, for example, I always talk about how much I dislike Spyderco's clips. And I made the mistake of thinking that this was just the same clip as always. But people in the comment section of the Shadow Smock video said, no, they actually changed it, and they did. It doesn't stand as tall, and they reduced the amount of flat spot from this. So it's more deep carry. But to all of you guys who pointed that out, I just want to point this out. It does not matter because you still have this much sticking out of your pocket. Like this, that's still an egregious amount. It's not as much as before. I'm not a fan of Spyderco stock clips. The little bill right here, the little ski jump dude, always hits at a part of my hand that I just don't find to be super comfortable. I won't call it a hot spot because it's not a hot spot. I just hate feeling it there. This is probably one of the better Spyderco clips that they've done in recent history. They made some small changes to it. The flat part is longer than before. We have less of a length up there near the screw pattern. And on this one, it's this nice shiny black, which really does go well with the Shadow Smock. I'm still replacing the clip. I'm going to modify this knife. What am I waiting for? Why haven't I bought the parts yet? Because I also stripped the screws, the pivot screws. So I'm going to be waiting to get replacements because I don't trust that if I take this apart one more time, that those screws just aren't going to give up the ghost entirely. Welcome into Dolomite. He says, I just had a fairly expensive package from TS Prof returned to sender, but it was UPS, not USPS. What a fucking bummer. Would assume it was damaged in transit. I'm sorry, man. Grateful Dong, welcome in. Thanks for being a channel member. Says, we want hard steel. Yes, we do. The harder, the better. Oh man, this is the best part of my week right here. All right, hold on. Hey, shout out to Jim Cox, who just became a new member. Welcome to the Spartans, good sir. Feel free to head on over. Oh, wait, are you already in the Only Spartans Discord? If you're not, go ahead and join. Welcome in, man. Welcome into SC Rick. Good to see you. He says, Lynch clip all day long for replacement clip for Spyderco. Personal preference. And I see it. Like, Lynch has been killing it. They have upped their production. They've come out with more product SKUs than ever. They're doing a good job. Excuse me. I try to do my best not to sneeze into the microphone and blow out the microphone. Lone Star says digging on the Victoria's Secret's edible clips. It's so thin. It's barely there. It's provocative. Good to see you, man. Welcome into Blind Woo Fury. Thanks for being a channel member. Anthony Kitchen says, I have yet to smock. Man, I need to. You do. Look, Spyderco Smock is such a great knife. If you like Spydercos, and a lot of people, like, you start off with one, and then it just becomes a rabbit hole, money pit. And it's easy to fall down that rabbit hole, break your ankles, and take a very long time to climb out. I am still at the bottom with the rest of everybody else, trying not to buy 10 of the same knife, but listen, it's hard. I've got two. I've got this one. I've got the Shadow Smock, and I've got this one, the modified one. You know, I justified it because I've never experienced an aluminum handle scaled Spyderco. They have a new pivot. It's coated crew wear. I couldn't say no. I was too weak. I was not strong enough. I've also, technically, I bought 2 pair of 3s, but one of them was a donor knife because I wanted the 15V. I bought 2 paramilitary 2s. I have the Emerson L-Max, which is technically a different blade shape. And then I've got the crew wear DLC coated PM2. So Spyderco keeps breaking my no duplicates rule. technically, but I try to make it sure that there's always a couple things that are different. Knives and Gear says, yeah, I just spent about $475 on my Manix 2 Salt plus all the mods. Yeah, but I bet you love the hell out of that knife. Welcome into TC Blades. What's up, TC? Thanks for being a channel member, brother. Good to see you. Yes, sir. Spartan, kick the like button, guys. We're live, baby. All right. Enough waiting. I know what you guys are here for. We're going to go on and check out the Only Spartans Discord. How do you get to this Discord? Got to be a channel member. If you are a new channel member, whether you're a gifted membership or whether you got in on the ground floor of the new recruit, or whatever level you're at, you can join as long as you're a channel member. You got to go to the posts section of my YouTube channel. Scroll down, you'll find an invite link somewhere in the post section. Members can see it. If you're a channel member, that's where you will go. Other than that, this is the Only Spartans Discord, and today we're in the pocket check. So starting off with a really good one. Speaking of Spydercos, check this out. Vivelsky took the dive. One of the many people recently to take the dive on the RG Custom Metalworks. And I hate just calling them scales because it's more than that. It's scales. It's they call it a backspacer, but it's like a big lanyard tube thing. Pocket clip, all contoured. Easily some of the best looking aftermarket scales out there. Look at that. Gorgeous with the CPM 15V blade. Look at those photos. Oh, I looked at this earlier today and it's been easier for me to avoid getting a set of these scales back when everyone was like, no, they're too expensive. And slowly but surely everyone's cracking and they're like, you know what? I give in because I want this. I mean, this truly elevates the Para 3 in my opinion. Just look at those. I know Ed B, who is a consummate Spyderco hater, is like, I hate that Spidey hole. But for everybody else, I mean, this is such a good looking knife. And with easily my favorite blade steel to come out of Spyderco, the Big Brown Bear 15V is incredible. Really nice shots, Vivelsky. Give it up for Vivelsky, guys. All right, gas station knives with a fire pick. I was about to say a fire pick, but that's a video. He's got the lightweight 15V Para 3. I approve. It's a working man's knife right there. Very nice. We got Night Rayer in the house with the new Launch 20. The new Kershaw Launch 20. I might have to check that out. I am growing more and more fond of American-made out-the-side automatic knives. I've got a few, and I love them all. Craig Vincent, he's got the Cold Steel Engage. That's the 3.5-inch version. And then he's got the Cold Steel Swift 3, the Ritter Hogue, Titanium Spyderco Tenacious, the Recon 1 Tanto, and the Manganis Steel Kaimano, and the Manganis Steel. Oh, I know this one. I know this one. It's not a self-brand one. Like, this is his work with Kaiser. Come on, I know this one. It's the Grazioso. There it is, the Grazioso. Don't tell Sharif I almost stumbled on his design. He'll never forgive me. The Pons coming in with the Spyderco Indela 20CV, the O-Knife Zen in OAL and S45VN DLC, and the Cool Hand Gear tie pen. You know, I've got an O-Knife. I got an O-Knife on the table with OAL. Keep your eyes peeled for this one. I don't think this has been released yet. I'm looking at the tip. I already stabbed this into something, so if you're looking at the tip of this knife, like, what happened? Nothing happened. New content coming soon. Very nice, man. Ed says, Feel free to skip over this. No. We're not skipping it, Ed. We're not skipping it. This is the Land something or other. I don't know the model number. I do know that it is most definitely a Sebenza clone. We've had a couple conversations in the Only Spartans Discord lately about the veracity of clones. Should you buy them? Should you not buy them? Should you give other people a hard time? My number one rule is do what makes you happy. Do what brings you joy. That's why we have hobbies in the first place. So it doesn't matter what I think. I will be very open about the fact that I don't like clones. I don't support them with my money. I won't openly, intentionally buy one. I feel like they are morally wrong. That said, I'm not about to tell other grown men what they can and cannot do with the money that they earn. We all like knives. Even if we have a disagreement of opinion, we can still come together and enjoy the hobby. That is a Sebenza clone though. And when I say clone, like, yes, it's less expensive. Yes, it has ball bearings, but same blade shape, same handle scale shape. The screws are in the exact same places. This one's got a reversible clip, and I've heard people say good things about it. It's not trying to be a counterfeit. There's a difference between a counterfeit and a clone, but all the same, that is a great photo. And shout out to Ed, who has tolerated my long messages in the Only Spartans Discord. Buy what you like, guys. That's the moral of this story. Great photo, Ed. Thanks for sharing, man. Wicked Dream Designs with some fire. Ooh, that is gorgeous. Look at the mirror polish. And it's not just the blade. I believe he also mirror polished the chamfers on the handle scales too. That's a Prince Customs Protean modified by Wicked Dream Designs. Look at how deep that mirror is. I like that. I like that a lot. That looks really cool. Prince Customs Protean is on my short list. Kind of hard to get a hand on though. They did recently come out with the Warncliffe Harpoon blade shape, which I think also looks really cool. Here we go. Rainy in the house. She's got a couple Jack Wolf knives. That looks to be... Wait. Is that the Venom Jack and then the Gunslinger? The Jack Wolf Gunslinger? Or is that the Sharpshooter? It's got to be the Gunslinger, right? And then a Benchmade fixed blade. And I'm positive that that's a fixed blade. That I have. I don't know what that is. Not the biggest fixed blade guy. Very cool though, Rainy. Thanks for sharing. On the river. What a good day to be on the river. I like the fact that we got this photo because now we know that you didn't just pick out some knives, you actually carried them. So a big shout out to you. Look at that. Great shot. What a great day to be on the river. TC Blades coming in hot with, that's going to be the Inkosi Tanso, the EMP EDC Relative, and then the Concept Crew. Very nice. I like it. Jim's got a solid shot. Look at that photo. Yeah, the mini nightshade. That's the what's it called? The County Com mini nightshade. CJRB Nova. Okay, I wasn't gonna get that on the CJRB Nova. That's cool. And then the Omizio Fixie. Very cool, Jim. Nice photo, man. I like seeing the background. Gizmalian, he's got the Miguron Verona, the Cold Steel 8015, the Neves Offender Asher Knives Ty Spiro, and the Pinkerton Inversion. Solid carry, man. Very solid. Of course, the Neves Offender bringing a lot of controversy to the community lately. For those of you who have unfortunately watched the CBRX channel, I got in on it. I left a very long comment. So if you want to know how I feel, just go to that video and you'll find my comment. It's a good time. Warrior Guild with the Vosteed Akita. Talk about a good knife. Vosteed's been doing really good work. The Akita is solid. very good. The Martin, solid. The new Psyops, really good. Like, the quality of work that Vossy has been doing lately is nothing short of impressive. And they have consistently improved year over year over year. They were great last year. The offerings that they're putting out this year, even better. Even better. Love it, man. Love the Vossy Nikita. Fantastic knife. Charles Wooden with the Koenig Mini Goblin. Damn. Chuck, you're making me jealous. Like, I'm turning green over here. Every time I see the news that they're going to be releasing another Mini Goblin, I'm like, you know what? It doesn't even matter. Like, they're going to sell out so damn fast. And they do. Every single time they become available, they sell out incredibly fast. Killer knife, man. Bluetooth blades. He's got the titanium buckhorn, the Manix 2 and Rex 45 titanium scales, and the microtech stitch. Talk about a carry. That's a hell of a carry. Love the stitch. Absolutely. Ed Durbin says, been in the pocket all day today, even though only time I left the apartment was to go to McDonald's this morning. Got the tall boy in hand. Very nice with the purple flow camo carbon. I approve. Dazed with the Sparrow Strix. They're going to be doing another release on the Sparrow Strix this year, and I'm really excited about that. Back by popular demand. It is kind of weird, though, because one of the big selling points on the last batch of the Strix was Sparrow Knife Company, Greg Schaub, said, I'm not doing these ever again anymore. In the back of my head, I was like, well, I mean, if the demand's there, you probably will. And then sure enough, what is it? A year and a half, 2 years later? Yeah, we'll do another one. Just give the people what they want. Just give the people what they want. The Sparrow Strix, I missed out on it the first time. We're going to have to find a way to make it happen whenever they do the release this time. Sever 7 with the TW Price Dawn. Very nice. I love the texturing on those handle scales. That looks great. David V with the Ironfly. The Ironfly YOLO? That's Kunwu's budget brand, right? Pretty sure. I like that. I like the blade shape. Contour G10 handle scales. I can tell it's got a wire clip, and that would bug me. On a less expensive knife, it's fine. I say that, having bought a Swish buoy that has a wire clip. I replaced it. I replaced the wire clip on the Swish buoy immediately. Grateful Dong, he's got a Vero fixed blade. Is that the Vero Axon fixed blade? Love those handle scales. Damn. And then he's also got an Ironfly, but I'm not familiar with that one. Which one is that? Not sure. Jim Cox with the Rafe L. Excuse me. It's got the Rafe L in hand. Very nice. Matt D coming in hot with the banger. Ooh, that's on my list as well. I've already checked one out. Blaurock Blades added me to a pass round like a year and a half ago, and I got to check one out on the channel, and I loved it. I really like the Blaurock Blades BRB4 small batch CNC. Lefty EDC calls it a CNC custom. We can just call it a mid-tech. It's a mid-tech, but they're really, really freaking cool. I got to check one out already. It's on the short list. Look at those photos. You guys are putting in work on these pocket checks. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's fantastic. Knife Nut 69 with the Oldenov Sierra number 59. Don't even try. I saw an Oldenov custom available on, was it NC Blade? That's a sleek looking cutter, man. I like the are those fat carbon or camo? I think that's fat carbon inlay. Double D with the, is that watermelon sugar or I think that's 80s camo carbon on the pair of 3 handles, and of course CPM 15V blade. Very nice, guys. Thank you so much for sharing your pocket checks. I love looking at these. I do. I check them out throughout the day, and then throughout the week we also have the today's carry section where you can post as well throughout the week. All of the stuff that gets put on the live stream is in this channel right here, the pocket check for the live stream. So let's go ahead and catch up with the chat because I have missed a ton. Grateful Dong says it was an ironfly cyper fly. Oh, okay. Knife Nut 69 says the community put on the pressure and he was like, fine, just leave me alone now. What are we what are we talking about? Oh man, I've that's one thing is when I go into the pocket checks, I miss the chat for like 10 minutes. SC Rick says I like Lynch clips because they include a backspacer, scales, and a matching clip. Sweet. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and talk about the clips. The one that I've been looking at recently has been from REK. The same guy that does the reblades. He designed a clip, and I think it looks really, really good. It looks kind of aggressive, and you can get it in black DLC. I think they look really good. It's kind of a more aggressive milled titanium clip, but I really like the way that those look. You can get a bronze anno, you can get a matte stonewash, satin stonewash looks good. DLC. Pocket clips get beat up when you carry a knife. So for all of you out there who still want to claim that no cut or carry when it comes time to sell it, get it DLC coded. There you go. This is one of those clips that I really, really like. It is made in China. It's designed by REK, but it's made in China. I'm okay with that on something that's not American made, like, for example, the smock. I feel like that would be a great clip, especially the DLC version on the Shadow smock. The smock is not made in the US either. It's made in Taiwan. I feel weird putting foreign parts on an American made knife. I just do. Like, nothing against people that buy like the Chinese made aftermarket parts. Like, whatever you like, that's what you should go for when you modify a knife. But for me, I just feel weird about not keeping knives as American made as possible when there's so many good American made options out there. The smock Taichung Taiwan product, I'm okay with something like a pocket clip not being made in the US. These just look really good. And it looks like they would also have great ergonomics as well with the way that the clip rounds over on the sides. Like right here. Let's see if I can get a closer up shot. Look at that. The ergos on this should be damn near perfect. And I'll clear the message. That looks really good on the Yojimbo too. On the Shaman. On a paramilitary too. Yeah, I want one. I want to experience this clip. I'm thinking DLC. But this is one of those clips I wanted to talk about. Rip's Garage Tech. Hold on. Spyderco clip. So I've got some good ones, especially if you like 3D milled clips. And people sleep on this all the time, but you can get DLC coated. You can get anodized bronze. You can get anodized green. You can do crosshatch pattern stonewashed. You can do a lot that people don't realize. And you know what happens? People are like, well, we'll check the places. And then they go here to the Rips Garage Tech page and they look at this and they're like, oh, looks kind of boring. Next. But they don't take the time to look. But if you pull it up, you can change to a fluted finish with different anno, fluted blasted, crosshatch dark wash. Like, come on. Like, all of a sudden, it's not quite so basic. I think they make a mistake when they have the cover photo be just like the plain one. Not that there's anything wrong with the plain one, but I think a lot of people don't realize that you can go from that, you know, to that really, really quickly. I think this is a decent looking clip for something like the Mannix 2. And on the paramilitary too as well. So yeah, that's an option. Look at those scales. I like those scales. So anyways, that's an option a lot of people miss. They also miss these with the kind of banana curve. I'll call it the banana clip. You know, kind of banana shaped. But same deal with this. You can get it, you know, crosshatched, fluted. It's your call. It's your call. Crosshatch DLC, that's pretty sick. $70, yeah. Anyways, Jim says there were 3 guys at Greg's table in Atlanta begging him to do one more run. He said that he wasn't going to do any more runs after the last one, and that was a huge selling point. So the hard thing, I think, is judging the demand and looking far enough into the future to say, okay, like, it's cool to be able to say this because collectors and enthusiasts like exclusivity. So when you promise them that, I almost feel like those same people also deserve like maybe a little bit of an apology. Like, I know, or at least to have it recognized. Like, listen, guys, I know I said that this was going to be the last run, but you don't understand. They've been banging down my door. They threatened my dog. Yes, we'll come out with another run. We'll come out with another run of the Strix. Or maybe he just doesn't think people remember, but I remember. And for the record, I'm not against it. I'm not against it at all. But he did tell the people that the last run was going to be the last run. And that there would be no more. Jacob Vermette, welcome in, man. Good to see you. He says, can you still get a Shadow Smock? It's a distributor exclusive. I don't remember seeing them available anymore. I know they're sold out at DLT. They're sold out at Blade HQ. They're sold out at White Mountain Knives. Let's do this. Crewwear Smock. We're going to look for it. We're going to look for it. Can you still get it at NC Blade? No. I think it's also sold out at Knife Center. Yeah, unavailable. I don't think that they're still available anywhere. Like, it was a distributor exclusive. They came out at a bunch of different places. I missed it at the first 3 places that I heard about it at. And then I saw that they were still available at White Mountain Knives, which was perfect because White Mountain Knives allows you to use the discount code RSB10 on most knives. And so everywhere else where they were selling out at, you know, $275, I was able to get it, you know, $27.50 less, which I thought was a steal. It's like, these are selling out everywhere else at the higher price. Anyways, Sever7 says, I saw an Oldenov flipper at NC Blade. Yeah, you know what? I mentioned this already once during the live. NC Blade. I'll show you guys. I want to say it's like a $750 knife. Oldenov. Like, this is a pretty slick looking piece. Look at that. I like the handle scales. Oldenov. Not cheap though. You definitely pay for it. I just wish that they did a better job of like hyping us up on the descriptions. Like, this description is so lackluster. It says, this knife features a milled titanium frame lock handle. It has internal milled pockets on the handle, as well as blue Timascus barrel spacer. The blade is made from MagnaCut, rides on bearings. Like, could you be more uninspired? Like, even if it's complete bullshit, I still want to be hyped up when I read the description. Like, the blade was quenched in the blood of 1,000 virgins. Give me something to be excited about. Okay? Like this reads like ChatGPT described their knife, and they're like, good enough. You know, blade, frame lock, handle scale, MagnaCut, $700. I don't know what that accent was. It was awful, and we're retiring it right now. But it does look good. I just want their marketing team to get ahead of this. We need more. This one looks pretty cool. Look at this. I like this. That is sick. Check that out. It is a carbon fiber handle scale with titanium inlay. We're so used to seeing titanium handle scale with carbon fiber inlay. I actually kind of like this. That's nifty. Even more expensive. Of course. LMAX. They need to work on their descriptions. They're not the only ones. McNee's, the DLT trading McNee's descriptions are like half of a sentence. So they're not the only ones. Here's one. Here's an Oldanov, or is it Oldanov? I don't know how to say that. $6,000. Dear Lord. That is crazy. Milled and carved titanium handle with silver gold hand engraved inlay. Internal milled pockets. The blade is ZDP 189, rides Damascus ZDP 189 Damascus steel. Okay. And rides on bearings, includes pouch and CLA. Silver and gold inlays. That's crazy. It's one of those knives that borders on just art. All right, that's cool. Hey, welcome into Rob's Nerdy Knives. What's up, Rob? Good to see you, brother. SC Rick says, has a Spyderco clip ever scratched your car when you were waxing it? Not to my knowledge, although my car has acquired some small scratches here or there, and it makes me wonder, was it my pocket clip? The Matt D says, 6K? Pocket change. Bluetooth Blades, what's up, man? Thanks for being a channel member. Welcome in. Jim says, I know several Strix owners. None seem to object and intend to get the new run. Well, there you go. There you go. Again, I don't have a problem with it, but I do know that in the past, when people have been approached with the exclusivity thing, and it turns out not to be true, it's one of those things where it feels like it's too good to be true. The times that I've seen this was on the Wii Arrakis, right after. So the Wii Arrakis, Sparrow Strix. No, it wasn't the Arrakis. I'm sorry. It was the Arcane Plexus. Well, after Elijah Isham passed, they were like, this is going to be only one run. And then they came out with several other runs. Saw it happen with some TRM knives. After Blade Show, they said, this is a Blade Show exclusive. Some people bought that thinking it was a Blade Show exclusive. 2 months later, sold on their website. I don't have a problem with it because I want one. but that is good to know. Ed B says that'll be Roll's next grail, not for $6,000. The one I really like out of this bunch, there's actually two. I like this one. I love the texturing, the diamond texturing on those handle skills looks fantastic. I am curious how good the action is. I don't know anyone that owns one. I love the way that they do that, and it continues onto the pocket clip. I also really do like... Oh, not that one. That one's sold out. Hold on. Go back. Nope, apparently they're all sold out. Nope, except for this one. Here we go. This one with the titanium inlay. I think that one looks awesome too. So I like those two. Those would be my picks. All right. Welcome into Jeff Hamilton. Thanks for being a channel member. Good to see you. Level On Up says, same thing happened with the left RWB, said only 50 of each were being made, so I pre-ordered a couple months later. They had so many, they knocked $50 off. That's rough. That is rough, man. All right, let's see what else is out there. NC Blade. I haven't really perused their stuff recently, so I'm kind of curious. New products. What's new here? We're getting all the different colors of the microtech MSIs. They got some SOCOM Elites. The new Chavez Redemption 229 Integral. The Yan Knives East meets West. Why does that remind me of the Supreme? Was it superlative? I don't know. The whole double knife thing doesn't do it for me. I can't. I mean, I suppose if your goal is to have that so that you have to sharpen your knife twice, like half as often. Not a fan of the double blade. That just looks, it's not my thing. What else they got? Chevrons. Wow, a $727 Yan chevron. Titanium handle skills with monochrome zircotai accents and Grabac Damas steel. Crazy. $727. That's a bit much. That's a bit much. And you know what? Some of these other ones aren't much better either. Look at this one. This one's $527. It's got zircotai accents and magna cut. Whatever brings you joy. It's a good looking piece though. What do you guys think of these? I'm actually kind of on the fence about these. These were mentioned in a recent Tri-State EDC live. And he said he didn't like the way they looked. For me, like, this is a Peter Carey collab. It's the Roadster with MechForce. I actually think that looks pretty mean. Look at that. Hand satin finish. Looks like you can get it in the copper carbon fiber. You can get it in the forest blue fat carbon fiber inlay. A forest blue. I love that. I actually do like that blade shape. Peter Carey, legendary knife maker. Toxic green. Like, I kind of want to check this out. Does anyone own one of these? I like the blind screwed pocket clip. That looks good. Are those T6 body screws on a $430 knife? Mech Force, come on. Ooh, you can get Ivory. Why is the Ivory G10 version just as expensive? That doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense. Protech whiskers. Oh, here we go. Here's some less expensive Yan knife chevrons. $290. Much better. I'm just seeing what's new, okay? I'm just seeing what's new. Let's go with... we'll do USA made blade. Welcome to Chris Skank. Does anyone know when the FIF 18s are coming? I do not. Night Rayer, good to see you, man. Welcome in. Thanks for being a channel member. He says, I didn't figure. I think I'm shit out of luck on the mirror DLC. For which knife? Says, looking at changing the plan to two-tone satin with satin blasted parts and a hand satin finish on the flats. Sounds good. Rob says, it's going really well. My Grail came in. What did you get? Share with the class. Share with the class, Rob. What did you get? Put it in the pocket check. Let us know. Ah, that would make sense if it was the Edward Cole. All right. Let's see. What's new? Over at USA Made Blade. Did you see that these recently released? The Defiant 7 Talos button locks? It actually looks pretty mean. I wonder how good these are. I mean, it looks clean. I'm not surprised they sold out. Not terribly expensive either. Look at that, 285 bucks. MagnaCut aluminum handles. I'm assuming that's a titanium clip. Not surprised that sold out at 285 bucks at all. Come on, show me something new. All right. What about River's Edge cutlery? You got some Demkos, okay. A lot of Demkos. Protech TR2. Berg Blades Mini Slim. Heretic Pariah Manual, an American camo carbon. TRM Bulldog. Benchmade Mini Bedlam. Crazy Persian looking style knife. Ooh. They have titanium Bulldogs in stock. That's not bad. Titanium Bulldogs already in stock at River's Edge. Very nice. You know, something that I've been keeping my finger on the pulse with lately has been the North Mountain Blade Dwayne Dwyer collab. Now, these are listed as sold out, but I think that they just haven't been released yet. the, what are they calling it? The BBNM. Have you guys seen these? Some of you are going to say, oh, that looks like a Strider. That's because Dwayne Dwyer played a massive role in the design language of the Striders. I think that looks great. It's got SLD magic blade, which you don't see too much on these premium knives. Titanium handle scales. It looks like a Strider. Looks good. I can't wait to see what they release at. I think they might be. I don't think they're going to be cheap. I think they're going to be somewhere around $300. You'll be able to get the basket weave carbon fiber with the Tanso. Drop BBNM. They say sold out. I don't believe they've released yet. Wow, promotional poster. Look at that. They did a good job of cleaning up the mirror shine on that photo. It looks good. It really does look good. I want to check one out. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So I'm talking about getting my Devo Tallboy modded. Very nice. Sever7 says those come out sometime next month. Good to know. All right. Very interesting. Just checking back to make sure I didn't miss anything after this. Doesn't look like it. Okay. All right. All right, guys. I am officially beat. It's been a hell of a day. It's been a hell of a week. So I know this is probably about 10 minutes shorter than I normally go. But we're going to go ahead and call it for the day so that I can get some R&R this weekend. I've got new content coming out soon. Got some good stuff coming up, guys. I'm really excited about the upcoming content. Not just on the couple of knives that I mentioned earlier in the live stream, but also on some other things as well. So make sure to keep your eyes peeled for that. The next live stream will be in April. It'll be in April on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's 8 p.m. Mountain, which is 10 p.m. Eastern, which is 9 p.m. Central, which is 7 p.m. Pacific. So I hope you can join me for that. If not, I'll see you in the Only Spartans Discord. If not, I'll see you when I see you. Have a good weekend, everybody.